Hey y'all, welcome to the farm, Madison Creek Farms. It's such a beautiful afternoon today, and I thought it was a perfect time to show you guys how to make one of my favorite vinaigrettes. And today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite vinaigrettes with one of my favorite herbs that I have here on the farm, and it is cilantro. Cilantro. Sí, cilantro. Cilantro is an herb that comes from South America, and you find it in a lot of Latino dishes, and it is wonderfully fragrant. It kind of has this cucumber kind of smell to it, but it is one of those herbs that really have a love-hate with people. Some people love cilantro, thinks it's great. Some people don't. I happen to be one of those people that love it. And I want to show you guys how to make a vinaigrette using cilantro, and I'm going to show you 2 ways to make this vinaigrette because yes, it's quick, my specialty. It is easy, also my specialty, and I have cilantro. So in your farm box you're going to find a lot of different herbs, and we're going to do a whole series here on the different herbs that you can make vinaigrettes with. One of the things that I think is really interesting about vinaigrettes also is that they're very versatile. You can use them for a lot of different things. This vinaigrette you don't have to just use on salads. No. You can use it for roasting vegetables. You can do it for marinating. You can marinate chicken. You can marinate pork or beef, whatever you want to. You can marinate in a vinaigrette. So it's really a great way in which to use up some of those herbs, have a really fresh, organic vinaigrette right inside your refrigerator. You can pull it out, and let me tell you something, these vinaigrettes in your refrigerator can last up to 4 weeks, so you don't have to use them all at one time. So you ready? Let's get started. Today it is cilantro vinaigrette, dos ways. I don't know how to say ways in Spanish. So all right, be right back. All right, so one of the things that I really like about cilantro is it really brightens up a lot of dishes. So that's why you see it a lot on Latino dishes, especially because it's this really aromatic herb, but it has this tendency to kind of kick everything up, to brighten it up. So really, really like this herb. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to split my bunch because I'm going to show you how to prep this cilantro. So you have these stems here. What you want to do is you want to roll it up. Kind of roll it up just like this, like a cigar, a cigarette, or, yeah, you know, if we were in California. Anyway, so you want to just give it a really good chop. Just run your knife right over it. Remember, keep those fingers back, claw fingers back. And you can cut into some of the stems, it won't matter. And you really, honestly, because I'm using this Ninja today, and because I've only used it a couple of times and it tends to be kind of cantankerous, I'm going to go ahead and chop up just in case this won't. So let's get this chopped up and I'll show you on the Ninja. So what I want to do is I'm going to start putting this cilantro into my little mini food processor, and then I'm going to go ahead and do both because I think I can add that second one. This is Echo trying to get out the door because he can open the door from one side but he can't on the other, and it really ticks him off. So I may have to open the door for him so I could do this cooking demonstration for you guys. Y'all all know Echo, don't you? He's my sidekick. He's my sidekick. I'm going to open the door for him. Come on, buddy. There you go. Good boy. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of cloves of garlic into the food processor. What you want to do is you would take this garlic and you just want to pop it with your knife. Just like that. And it's going to take out all of this outer, I don't know, skin. Throw that. So, okay, so I'm going to put the other garlic clove, just smack it, take off the outer skin, throw it into your compost bucket. Remember, y'all do have a compost bucket, right? Don't throw food scraps, like vegetables, food scraps and all that. Don't put that in the trash bag. Get a little compost bucket. Start a little compost pile. Put it in a coffee can, just gather it up, and then you can either bring it out here to the farm or you can start your little pile in your backyard. It's how you build soil. So, there's my garlic, here's my cilantro. Now, for this one, for this little thing, I'm gonna kind of do this little spicy thing, but I want some color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut up a little bit of red bell pepper here, and I'm just gonna cut off any little section that I don't like. And what you want to do when you have bell pepper and you see this vein, you just want to run your knife right down to it and just kind of cut it out of there. That way you can get a nice, good cut, and that vein's not in there, that big white vein. And then I'm just going to do just a really rough kind of chop here, because my food processor ought to do most of the work for me. And if I was in my regular food processor, this wouldn't be such a big deal. But this little Ninja just doesn't have the power, but it's good for out here. So, red bell pepper. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of a jalapeno in here. So what I want to do is I'm going to take this top off. Now, I have to be careful with the jalapeno peppers, because I have one of those people that have a reaction to the seeds, and it burns me. It burns my hands when I'm processing. So usually, when I'm working with jalapeno peppers, I am in gloves. And but here's where the heat is. You see these seeds? This is the heat of your jalapeno. So when you want to determine how much heat you want in, let's just say a salsa or whatever you're using jalapenos, this is where your heat is. So if you want to have heat, keep a lot of those seeds and use those seeds as well. Me, I don't want a bunch of heat. I want just the flavor, not the heat. So knock those seeds off. If you're like me, be careful. Do not rub your eyes after messing with any hot pepper. Watch touching your face, which I have a tendency to do because I'm always having to wipe my face because I'm sweating because it's hot. So just be careful with that. And then I'm just going to give those a rough chop too. Make sure that I don't have any on my fingers. There you go. Let's toss those right in here. A lime. Put some lime juice. Yeah, seems kind of tropical now, doesn't it? Put a lime juice. So you want to let your lime sit out and kind of come to room temperature. It's going to make it a lot easier to get this juice in here. And I'm going to use actually a whole lime, but I'm going to use first just to get some juice in there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, some good olive oil, right in there, just like that. Salt, a little bit of sugar just to sweeten it up, some good coarse pepper, just like that. And then I'm going to actually start the processor, and then I'll probably put a little bit, depending on the consistency, a little bit more of the acid, which is the lime, and also some of the oil. And so this thing you have to get on just exactly right. So to make it work, here we go. And all you're going to do, you're going to keep just shaking it around. Open it up. Let's take a look. See what we've got. Knock it down. Okay, so I'm going to need a little bit more oil. The rest of my lime. Just put it right in here. Perfect. Into the compost. Put my lid back on and hope for the best, because this thing, I just haven't mastered the Ninja. I'm not a Ninja master yet. Just can't seem to, it just seems to work when it wants to. Here we go. And all you're doing is emulsifying. That's what it's called. You're emulsifying. So with the oil and the acidity from the lime and the cilantro and the peppers and these beautiful, beautiful herbs. There we go. This is just beautiful. Now, I'm going to take out this. Oh my goodness, it smells so delicious. I mean, absolutely delicious. So, I'm going to take this out and then I'm going to pour it into my container. Now, if you want to thin this out a little bit, you can add some water actually to this. And this will make it a little bit thinner. And so you can add a little bit of water to it, and that's going to make that dressing, that's vinaigrette, a little thinner. You can actually keep running that food processor a little bit more, emulsifying it a little bit more. But this is one of my favorite things to marinate chicken in. And then also, this is one of my favorites to also use for really tacos and enchiladas right on top, just right on top. So this is just the vinaigrette. So look how beautiful this is. So this is ready to go right now. So you can pour that on any salad, you can start marinating anything. But I'm going to take half of this back and I want to show you something that's really cool, because one of the things with this salad dressing in particular is that you can add one more thing to this, or a couple more things to this, and really make it a whole different kind of vinaigrette. So I'm going to pour half of it back in here, just like that. All right. Delicioso. Ooh, it's got a little heat though. Mama got it hot. So on this, I'm going to add, oh look, Peggy has measuring spoons. You won't see that very often unless I'm baking. So I'm going to add a tablespoon and a half of just sour cream. You can use yogurt, just plain yogurt if you want to. But now I'm going to turn this into, wait a minute, one other thing. I'm going to add just a little bit more sugar in here, a little bit more salt right on top here. And then I'm just going to emulsify it, and then I'm going to have a creamy cilantro. Just takes a minute. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let me get my stir stick back out here. Take this out of here. Beautiful. It's nice, beautiful, creamy. Let's pour that right in here. Just like that. So super simple. Now we'll tell you that the creamy vinaigrette won't last as long as just the plain vinaigrette because of the sour cream. So, you know, you always have to think about the ingredients that you put into something when you're talking about how long something is going to be able to be stored. But look how beautiful this creamy vinaigrette is. It smells so good. It's almost kind of got this ranch dressing, this ranch cilantro thing going, but you can really, really smell those jalapeno peppers and the cilantro and the lime. So this is a great, great little vinaigrette that's that simple to kick up and to make for your family. And we're gonna go ahead and put this on tonight, some chicken. I think I'm gonna marinate some chicken, have a nice salad. Here we go.